There are so many people alive today that are just like the people that killed 12 million people in the Holocaust, that are just like the people that systemically enslaved, slaughtered, and raped Africans during American slavery.
Female cops panic more and have been observed unnecessarily escalating conflict in many cases. And just because some men may panic easily or unnecessarily escalate conflict does not mean it happens at the same rate as women do.
So would you say like a main motivation to panic is stress?
Yes.
Okay, well, females are biologically predispositioned to deal with stress better compared to males. That's a fact.
How so?
Yeah, they have thicker dendrites in the context of their neuroanatomy. You can find many resources and publications on this subject on PubMed. The evolutionary purpose of this development of sexual dimorphism, comparing females to males.
So this is the girl who was kicked out because she was a supposed Nazi. Yeah, we'll take a look.
Was because of childbirth.
So the reason I don't actually agree with that, and I find issues with that, and I'll look that up later, because since you're streaming, I'll be able to look up what you're specifically talking about, is the fact that women break easier due to stressful situations. They develop depression and PTSD easier to the same situations as men do, showing that they actually have a weaker response to these things, and they break down due to stress easier than men do. And just because you have a thicker part of your brain does not mean that you have a stronger strength.
So it's an undeniable fact that females are biologically predispositioned to deal better with stress. You're not going to be able to contest that unless like you were to provide like an alternative study like from like PubMed or.
This is such a stupid debate. What is the point of this inquiry? What exactly is the point of this debate?
Whatnot now about like
I feel like I would never ever waste my time on a red pill debate these days, but you know, you do you, I guess.
The development of like depression and whatnot. Like the self-unaliving rate amongst men is infinitesimally higher than it is amongst women. 72% is all self-unalivings are by men, not by women.
79%.
One of the reasons, 79, there you go. One of the reasons this is the case is because women are more likely to go to therapy and maturely process, manage, and deal with the.
Men are also more likely to own guns. So
expression of their
that.
emotions compared to men who, when they have their emotions, are less likely to take the next logical steps and recourse of action to deal with them in a mature, proper, logical manner, which, if anything, is one reason why we might be able to indicate a generalization that women are better at leading than men, but hey, they're not going to be the one that does that.
So, on the whole suicide thing, while women do make more,
so say self-unaliving. Say self-unaliving.
Oh, sorry.
And don't even say that. And when you say SH.
Okay, sorry, yeah. So,
Okay, I wonder how this debate went off the rails. It seems like both sides are pretty civil so far. It doesn't seem like anybody is trying to get each other banned or something. Like, okay, we'll see where this goes. I just don't see how did this debate result in Dean Withers calling this woman a Nazi? What the fuck? What part of this is Nazi-like?
Well, women do make more.
A lot of people in the chat are saying it's good. I have a question. Are you a man or a woman?
I am a woman.
Thank you.
Nigga. What the fuck? Yeah, that's clearly a woman. What the fuck?
Go ahead. This is not a.
So,
this is...
See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by like progressives are just too far in terms of trying to be accommodating to everybody, right? This is a person who is conservative, clearly has a feminine voice, extremely feminine voice, and you're like, are you a man or a woman? What? How rude. How rude. What the fuck?
Not a little boy, chat. This is a grown woman.
Yeah. I know, I do have a very high voice. That sounds very young. But, so will women make more SH or para-S?
I mean, she kind of sounds like a child boy. Not really, no.
Gestures, they do not actually make more serious suicide attempts. And I'll get down into the suicide attempts and some of the reasons why in a moment. So, men make more.
You got to say
serious...
self-unaliving. Or I'm seriously, I'm gonna have to kick you.
Oh,
ASAP,
sorry.
because when you say that word, it gets a live flagged. It doesn't push out onto the For You page. It takes it down.
Sorry. Unalived. Yeah. So the reason why is due to thing.
Oh my god, stop debating on TikTok, please. For
example,
God.
DV, Richard L. Davis actually did research on that, and he found that men unalive themselves way more when you count both unaliving by partners or by self due to DV. And also there's other reasons such as partner breakdown or whatever. And I would not say that's necessarily an emotional response or whatever. That's more of just dealing with how life does. And women get more help and stuff, so it's more...
Yeah, so you just told us that the reason like men have higher rates of self-unaliving is because women get more help. Yeah, what this demonstrates is that women are better at processing, managing, and controlling hard emotions, which indicates what I said to be true and what you said to be false.
No, that's not what it means.
That is what it means.
No, that means people care about women more.
No, actually, regardless of the way in which we measure, inside of the medical field, women get worse service than men.
That's false.
Every single time, yes. Medical sexism as well as medical racism exist. And it is the case that when you're struggling with something like depression, okay, you have to seek out the help. You're the one that has to decide that you want to have to go to a therapist. And you have to be willing to accept the help as well, okay? So now, what you said was false about how women get more help. That is false, okay? Medical sexism does exist. However, you have to seek that help out, and you have to be willing to accept that help. And I'll even indicate to you more evidence to you what I'm saying is true. Enzo, thank you so much for the galaxy. If what you're saying was true, that people are just more helpful to women, well, then we wouldn't expect there to be any underlying reasons why women are more likely to get help, apart from the fact that they're more willing to be granted help. But there's underlying reasons why we'd expect women to be more likely to go and get help, which is the fact that they have a higher EQ score on average, meaning they're literally better at managing and processing and controlling their emotions with use of mature mechanisms.
EQ does kind of feel like cope, doesn't it? Like for people who score low on IQ, it does kind of feel like cope, no?
Pairing to that of men.
Okay, so on the first off, EQ is fake. Okay. It is not actually quantifiable.
So EQ is fake. It's not quantifiable. It means nothing.
The same way as IQ.
So then there's absolutely no statistic, fact, generalization, or stat you'd be able to provide to me to quantify that you think men are better at leading than women if you reject the validity of EQ. You're using pseudoscientific lines of reasonings to justify that men are better at leading than women, and I'm disputing them and I'm disproving them. But then as soon as we start talking about like semi-scientific lines of reasoning, such as the prevalence of EQ and the relevance it may serve, now I'm not going to tell you that it's 100% accurate, but it's definitely more of an accurate indicator than like the pseudoscientific lines of reasonings and theories that you're granting.
Well, I would say that actually IQ is a better indicator of being a good leader, and IQ and EQ are inversely related.
So IQ and EQ have different indicators, and actually, no, they're not inversely related. Women have both a higher IQ and EQ on average compared to that of men.
Men have 4 points higher IQ on average, which is a non-significant difference, but men still have 4 IQ points higher. And it was a study by a woman. I don't remember her name, but she did it across cultures, and
I guess the real question is, why does this matter? Like, who cares who's more emotional or who's more smart or whatever, right? Like, what exactly is like the fucking why does any of this matter? Well, who cares? Why is this something to be debated over?
Held up true across cultures.
Okay, I'd love for you to show me the study.
Yeah, I can find it. Let me see if I can find it right now. But on the other thing...
Well, I think we need to pause there. I think that you should show me that study. Because
let me grab it real quick.
There's a positive correlation between IQ and performance inside of schools. Who performs better in schools? Women.
Is this person like 12? They're probably both 12. From what I hear of the fucking voices, dude.
Yeah,
actually, men who have higher IQs tend to actually drop out more in school.
With higher IQs, but you're not talking for the average or a generalization. You're talking for more like specific like IQ ranges, and that's not just going to be true of men. That's also going to be true of women. Thank you so much for the galaxy.
So the study, I found it. or at least something referencing it, is by
Wait, thank
Richard
you so much for the
Lynn.
galaxy. Oh, this isn't a woman. I know who
Gender
Richard Lynn is.
differences. Gender differences in intelligence and brain size, a paradox resolved. The mean for males is 4 IQ points higher than the mean for females. It's on Science Direct if you're looking for the link that I'm looking at right now.
No. I know exactly who Richard Lynn is, but
Yeah.
you told me that you had a woman write something.
Yeah. Well, no, the original study was by a woman. I remember the first time I read about it, it was saying specifically she found this across cultures.
Are you referencing that study where the guy got men that he believed to be tall and then women he believed to be beautiful, and then took the average IQ of the men compared to women and said because his selection of tall men had a higher IQ on average than his selection of beautiful women, therefore men had a higher IQ than women?
No, that's not it at all.
Okay, so then what is?
What the fuck is the subject of this debate? What is happening? Who cares?
I can't find it at the moment, but if I find it, I'll be able to share it.
This debate is all over the place, isn't it? You got shit EQ? Maybe I do. I don't love that Dean is being so mean to this childlike voice. Nah, fuck it. Equal rights mean equal fights, okay?
Oh, well, actually, Richard Lynn reports that it's been reported by Ankney and Rushton that males have larger average brain sizes than females,
Yes.
even when allowance for body size. It is known that brain size is associated with intelligence. It would therefore be expected that males would have higher intelligence than females because they have larger brains on average. Question, who has larger brains? Humpback whales or males?
Humpback whale.
Who's more intelligent?
The male.
Yeah.
Because, no, the reason why, there is a secondary reason for why men's brains are bigger.
Did you know that men also have
because
more
they're bigger.
gray matter in their brains? Empty space?
It's been a while since I've looked at gray matter versus white matter. Let me take a look again what it is.
Mm-hmm. So, like, not only is there a correlation between the size of your brain and your intelligence level, that was just like a myth that was upheld in the 70s through 90s. By the way, this paper from Richard Lynn that you're talking about was made in the 90s, actually, 90s.
So how did we get to Nazis? I'm a bit confused. I hate this debate, by the way. I just want to say that first, okay? Fuck this debate and fuck Dean Withers, okay? Just want to say that first, okay? Yeah, I mean, I echo chat's sentiment that, you know, I don't like his smugness. I just don't like smug people, okay? Like this smugness is pissing me off.
Me too, but it's not even true. You just
like she isn't even being smug here, right? Like why are you smug when she isn't being smug?
indicated to us that it wasn't
smug
true
like you,
by
I'm
informing
smug.
us.
I'm typically in debates I'm only smug when the other person is smug. No, like I don't know.
That men are smarter than humpback whales, even though humpback whales have larger brains. And I was giving you more reason to believe that it's false. It's because they have more gray matter and less dense neurons, man. This is why we see women outperforming men in the context of school alongside other things.
Actually, I have a good response to that. It's because people, because I just talked to Hannah Wallen.
She is being smug? Not really. Maybe it's because she's a girl and I can't sense the smugness of a girl specifically. I don't know.
She actually explained the reason why girls do better in schools. In fact, girls and boys both do worse than they used to. And it's because of the hands-on experience. It is more detrimental to boys to lose that hands-on experience. Well, for girls...
I mean, he's on TikTok, right? I mean, because he's on TikTok, you know, there tends to be a lot of kids, right? This is probably like actually a little girl. Like it might ironically be a little girl, right? Like
it's less detrimental.
You're like never smug. You always seem respectful and good faith, but I haven't been here for a long time, so I could be wrong. I haven't changed too much when I'm debating people. I mean, I was pretty smug when I debated Mrao. But the only reason why I'm smug when it comes to Mrao is because Mrao himself is extremely smug.
mental, and girls tend to do better from repeated learning over and over again. Also, the reason why men have bigger brains, there's two reasons. First off, men are bigger,
explain the point about school. What did you say? Hands-on experience?
I can't remember the exact word, but it's basically like hands-on experience and stuff. It's like learning, like, it's where you can't learn it from somebody else, you learn it from observing, and then you do it yourself. Like whistling, she said.
What the fuck was the original topic about? Can we please stay on topic? Like, I hate debates that become like 10 different fucking things. Like, I actually hate it. Like, why? Why? Just please stay on one fucking topic. Like, who cares? Like I hate debates that just go all over the place. It makes no sense. It's women are worse leaders. Oh my god, yeah, I totally forgot that was the actual fucking topic. Oh my god.
I
might be saying the wrong name.
I don't even know like what you're saying. By the way, why is your Twitter handle Nazi?
Nazi?
Yeah.
It's not Nazi.
According to the people in the
chat.
Okay, somebody in the chat had said that your Twitter handle.
Really? Really? Okay, I hate Dean Withers now. Okay, what the fuck? I hate Dean Withers.
Was a Nazi.
I'm pretty sure it's taken by somebody else. I don't know. I haven't looked.
Oh, you repost Nazi content on Twitter.
No, I made a meme and that was it.
What is this meme?
Wait, so it wasn't even her that brought it up? It wasn't even her that brought it up? Also, why is he saying Nazi? I thought you're not supposed to say Nazi on TikTok. Wait, didn't he say Yahtzee to substitute for Nazi? What the fuck? Dude, what's going on here? Okay, never mind. I thought the thing clipped Dean Withers out of context. But I guess Dean Withers has always been the asshole this entire time. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why? Who cares? What the fuck? Why did you hyperfixate on her Twitter? For what? You're just being an asshole.
It was a war meme.
What was it?
It was a war saying like, "Are you ready for war?" and stuff, and it had like it was either funk or dubstep, I don't know, in the background.
And it was just like a Nazi in it.
Yeah.
You know that I've never. So you're a Nazi self-hating woman. Is that adequate?
Well, who cares? Argue on the points, you fucking moron. What the fuck? Also, by the way, it's not like you were performing bad during the debate. You were just being a smug asshole, right? Like, it wasn't even that Dean Withers was losing the debate, technically, because there was no fucking debate to begin with. But, like, why? What? There's no reason for it. There's just no reason for any of this right now.
Evaluation of, like, of like this.
He called her a Nazi based off of a Twitter that she may not even own. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. What? What is happening? You don't even know she owns that Twitter in the first place.
This conversation, you're reposting Nazi content on Twitter, shitting on women.
I made a singular meme.
Are you like a groiper?
No, I'm not a groiper.
How do you feel? You like the groipers?
Yeah, because they actually... Okay, so my ex was, like, stalking me on Twitter and stuff, and harassing me, and they actually told him to stop.
So you do know that groipers are neo-Nazis, right?
A couple of them, yeah.
No.
Dude, oh my god. Ad hom. It's all ad homs. This entire thing is just ad hom for an easy dunk. Ad homing for an easy dunk. Alright, who cares? Literally, who cares? Dude, oh my god, Dean Withers is being so bad faith. He's actually being so bad faith. She might be crazy though. It doesn't matter. She wasn't the one who brought any of this up. Like it was Dean Withers who got something from his chat. A fucking TikTok chat. And for what? What is he earning off of this? What money is he earning off of this?
Not a couple of them. That is what the groiper movement is founded on. Do you know who founded the groiper movement?
Nick Fuentes?
Spot on. Is Nick Fuentes a neo-Nazi?
I've only watched one or two of his videos, so I can't speak on him.
I can. He told me that he'd rather Hitler be the president of America than any woman. He told me that.
Yeah, and I don't think women should be leaders.
Would you prefer Hitler to be the president compared to any woman? Just like Nick Fuentes?
I have not researched the topic enough, but
God!
I don't speak on things I don't know about.
What do you mean? You
Okay, never mind. I'm fully on the Nazi side now. What the fuck, dude? Why is he being such an asshole? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what's actually happening? I thought Dean Withers typically is not this much of an asshole. No, it's like, Jesus. What's happening right now?
You're currently agnostic on if any woman would be a better leader than Hitler. You're currently agnostic there?
I don't speak on things I haven't researched.
But I just want to clarify that you're
Is it maybe it's has Dean Withers always been an asshole? And I just never noticed this whole time? He's always just weird? Maybe.
agnostic that any woman could lead America into a better direction than Hitler. Like, you just don't know.
I haven't researched his methods, so what do you want me to say?
You haven't researched his methods? Girl, where were you? 3rd grade, the Holocaust. Hello?
Can we go back to the points?
No?
What? I would laugh too.
Not anyway.
I don't.
I would laugh too.
I don't speak on.
What
things
are your
I don't
thoughts
know.
on the Holocaust?
Why, Dean? Why?
People died?
How many?
Wait, so you can debate. Wait, you're bringing up the Holocaust on TikTok? I thought you're not supposed to bring up these topics.
I can't remember how many total died. I don't know.
Would a fair observation be that 12.6 million individuals were systemically slaughtered and genocided by Hitler in the Holocaust?
I know 100 million men died in the war. I know that for a fact.
100 million individuals did die as a result of him starting the World War.
Jesus, dude.
In fighting each other, yes.
That's not cool.
Actually,
and
no.
they were all men. Or at least 99.9999% men.
Did the Nazis declare war on Spain? Actually, no, they remained agnostic.
I don't remember
that.
that.
Did the Nazis declare?
By the way, I just want to say, like, if there's any indication that her beliefs are wrong, it's from this debate, okay? Dean Withers, a man, by the way, is being a whiny, little, disgusting asshole, okay? He is a smug prick. Meanwhile, she, on the other hand, is not the one that brought up all of these Nazi accusations. So if there's if there's literally any indication that women are on equal footing with men, it's this debate.
War in France?
I haven't researched
Did the Nazis declare war and ethnically cleanse Poland? Yeah, what about the USSR? Did the Nazis declare war in the USSR?
I haven't researched that either.
What about the UK?
You want me to speak on things I don't know?
Okay, I had no opinion on Dean Withers before, but now I hate him. I had no opinion on Dean Withers before, but now I can form an opinion.
What about Portugal?
What the fuck?
What about America?
Can we get back to the topic at hand?
So the Nazis started World War II. Thoughts?
I believe so.
And the Nazis did the Holocaust. Thoughts?
Dean? Hello?
They taught that in schools, yes.
What's happening?
They taught that in schools. Do you think the schools are right?
Not always.
Are the schools right about this?
I need to research more.
Oh, you need to research more. So you don't know if the schools are right about this.
I try to research everything.
Did you know that there's actually not a better researched topic in history than the Holocaust?
Can we go back to the topic at hand, please?
I mean, if you could concede that there's not a single event that has ever occurred at any point in global history that has been better researched than the Holocaust?
I would say it's the most researched thing, yes.
Okay. I'm also
I just
looking
haven't
at
looked into it.
so you're kind of popular in like those Groyper circles on Twitter. I'm figuring
Some of
out.
them follow me, yes.
Uh,
Some Jews also follow me.
I'm actually like not gonna allow you to talk about Jewish people. I'm not even joking. If you say anything about Jewish people, I'm gonna kick you. Like I'm not even
Okay,
joking.
I wasn't planning to.
I'm not even joking. If you say the word Jew, if you say
So this is where it came from. Dude, he's just crashing out for no reason. Dude, Dean Withers is actually legitimately crashing out for no reason. There's no reason for him to crash out. He wasn't even losing the debate. He wasn't even losing the debate. He's just crashing out for no reason. What the fuck?
say the word Jewish, if you say
Okay, I
it,
won't.
I'm gonna kick you from the street. I'm being so serious.
Why
by
is
the
he
way.
crashing
But
out?
Okay, I won't.
anyways, looking at the Twitter feed, you know which side I'm on, and it's a picture of Shiloh Hendricks. So you're on the side of the white woman that called a 5-year-old little boy that
He was
was
8
black
to
the hard
9.
R.
He was 8 to 9.
Oh, 8 to 9. How much better? Let me guess. You think he was 8
Okay, I don't think Dean Withers is well right now. Like I just legitimately don't think he is well, like in the head. Okay, like I think this is such a strange thing. Is it crashing out? If this is it? Are you sure this is his baseline? You sure about that? Jesus Christ, dude, what is happening?
9 because of the average height of an 8 to 9-year-old compared to the height of the guardrail next to him in the picture of him on the equipment?
No, according to other children.
Oh, no, you're just referencing a Nazi post. But oh, he was 9, he wasn't 5, guys. So let me get this straight. It's morally abominable to call a 5-year-old little boy that's black the hard R, but you support it when people call 9-year-old boys that are black the hard R. So at what age does it become?
This is not even close to whatever the debate was going to be. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're completely off base right now. Like, you're completely off track of where the debate was, right? They were talking about something completely different. And then you turned this into, why did you twist it like this? You weren't even losing the debate. You had no reason to do this. He literally had zero reason to do this.
Come
I'm
wrong
so
to
confused.
hate crime black children.
What?
At what age?
Is it because Dean Withers is now more associated with Hassan? Is that why? Is it because Dean Withers is like taking on some of Hassan's bad faithness? I don't fucking know, dude. Like why is this happening right now?
Age does it become wrong to hate crime black children?
Why are we even asking this?
Yeah, because you said that you
Why are we
support
having
Shiloh
after
Hendricks.
this?
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's
I was
right.
like, so
Yeah, but that's
you
not
support
about her right now.
like you know, throwing slurs, throwing the hard R at 5-year-old black children, and then you're like, oh, Dean, he wasn't 5, he was 9. So that implies that you're not.
Yeah, bro folded under zero pressure. Dude is crashing out for no reason.
Not
Discuss
okay with
that
calling
next, but I'd like to
5-year-old
finish the topic
black
first.
children that.
The only explanation I have for this is if she cast an insanity spell on him. Like if somehow she manages to cast like a mental attack spell on him, you know, from her place. Like she just fucking cast like a mental damage spell or something. Like what the fuck is happening?
Hard R, but you do support calling 9-year-old children the hard
We
R.
can discuss that next if you would like,
do
but
you
I'd like
think
to
do you
finish
think
the,
that you're
the topic
calling?
first.
Do you think you're calling the shots here?
I thought we were
Okay, you know what's happening? Dean Withers is going through a breakup. I think that's what's happening. Dean Withers is going through a breakup. I get it. It's Guy's first breakup, okay? He's going through a breakup in real life. Okay? He wants to listen, when you have women telling you to do things all the time, okay? you start to get a little bit misogynistic. I totally get it, okay? This is why he's treating her like this, okay? This is why it's happening, okay? I totally get it. I understand now, okay? Yeah.
Discussing that though.
No,
Jesus.
so
I'm confused.
you're actually not calling the shots at all. So I'm calling the shots, and I think I want you to explain to us why you support a white woman hate criming, calling a 4 or 5 or 9-year-old, as you said, the hard R.
Also, for the record, that's not even a hate crime. A hate crime implies that the law was broken. She's exercising her free speech, right? Technically, no?
If any child was going through and coming towards a smaller child and stealing stuff out of bag, I don't care.
Like I want people in the America to call people the hard R if they want. I just think she's like a grifter for wanting to raise all that money. For what exactly?
What they call that child, to be honest.
Okay,
it doesn't matter the race.
You know, for wanting to represent women so much, it's kind of funny that Dean Withers here is like being so misogynistic. And for what? And for what exactly? Like I know Dean Withers haven't actually said anything truly misogynistic. I don't think Dean Withers has said anything misogynistic. I think that, you know, his condescension is born out of a place of misogyny, most likely, okay? Like if I were to make a guess, I don't know. Like what's going on here? Why?
You're fucking racist as hell. You know what? That is so crazy to me. You actually believe that? I'm sorry.
If it was a white kid doing that, I'd be okay with that.
The reason I'm like smiling right now is because I can't even fathom. You think it's okay to call autistic black children the hard R? That's like, wow.
What? Guys, he doesn't usually act like this, does he? Am I wrong here for assuming that Dean Withers here is crashing out?
I myself am multiracial.
You don't get the right to speak. Come on. You don't get the. You can't just say that then expect a public fucking mic. Oh my god. Moving on to the next guest.
What? Why is Dean Withers acting like his nudes just got leaked? Why is Dean Withers acting like his nudes just got leaked? What the fuck? Why? What part of this debate is I'm sorry, does this girl sound like your ex-girlfriend? Like, what's going on? Like, is Dean Withers a sleeper agent? And the girl just said some kind of like sleeper agent words to activate him? Like, what's happening right now?
Race.
Huh? 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 Huh?
You're fucking racist as hell. You know what? That is so crazy to me. You actually believe that? I'm sorry.
If it was a white kid doing that, I'd be okay with that.
The reason I'm like smiling right now is because I can't even fathom. You think it's okay to call autistic black children the hard R? That's like, wow.
I myself am multiracial.
You don't get the right to speak.
Yo, Foodshops, what's up? Big fan. Hey, listen. You guys might be my fans, but nothing is a bigger fan of you guys than me, okay? I'm a fan of my chat, okay? I'm a fan of my chat. On God, for real, okay? Now, women be like pure evil sometimes, and for some reason the woke men are copying it. Yeah, but a woman wouldn't even act like this. Like Dean Withers, this is some Dean Withers type shit, dude. This is like, He's crashing out for no reason. Why is he crashing out? Why the fuck is he? What? What is happening? What is happening? Why is this happening?
Come on. You can't just say that then expect a public fucking mic.
Ugh. God, he's so gross. Ugh. Would you make chat a sandwich? I actually would make chat a sandwich, but then you guys would have to split it among like 20 people, okay? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is like the most misogynistic oh my god I've ever heard, okay? If there's any way to categorize the phrase oh my god as misogynistic, this is it, okay? This is how you categorize a phrase as misogynistic sounding.
Oh my god.
That is the most misogynistic oh my god I've ever heard, okay? All right, like, just have it. Listen, I promise I'm not tripping out, okay? I promise I'm not tripping out. That is literally the most misogynistic oh my god I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Oh my, it's just so gross and weird. Oh my god,
Right to speak.
oh my god, Dean Withers just sounds so villainous. Like he actually sounds like a Disney villain. Like just listen to the tone of his voice.
I myself am multiracial.
You don't get the right to speak. Come on.
Like he actually sounds like a gremlin.
I myself am multiracial.
You don't get the right to speak. Come on. You don't get the
right to speak.
You can't just say that then expect a public fucking mic.
I think he's been bullied around by women so much in this progressive space that he doesn't know what it's like to bully around other women. So when a woman comes on and he discovers that she has bad views, I think he's venting out some frustration with the way that he's been pushed around by women in his life. I think that's what's actually happening, in my opinion. I genuinely think that's what's happening, okay? I think due to the Unfuck America tour and all the stress that's surrounding that, I think he's crashing out over a long extended duration. And right now he has had enough of women, okay? He has had enough of this woman shit. So, you know, he's going through his red pill arc right now, and he's about to turn conservative in like, I don't know, like 2 years or less, okay? I think that's what's actually happening now, okay? The progressive movement crumpling when a black queen speaks, exactly. And right now, Dean Withers, the moment that he hears that this is a colored, okay, a colored multiracial black queen, all right, he begins to go like, I feel the rage towards black women. I think that's what's happening.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he sounds like Peter Parker from the original Spider-Man movies. Hold on.
I didn't expect a public fucking mic.
One more time.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Okay, well, that was interesting. Jesus. Okay.